does January mean to you? How does January make you feel? Were you born in January? Do you dread January? Is January a tough month for you? Or is January your favorite month because it's the start of a new year? This amazing creation that I received for Christmas from my husband marks the wheel of the year. And within that wheel of the year, it marks every celebration. It has dates. I'm not really too attached to the dates because I think that the dates are somewhat arbitrary. And to celebrate the wheel of the year and the earth, you kind of have to go with the earth rather than the dates that we impose upon the earth, because we are actually imposing those dates upon the earth. So the idea to me is that it's around in that time. It doesn't have to be exactly on that date. I know with Imbolc, which is the one we're going into, which is what we'll be talking about today, February 2nd is the date that is attached to Imbolc because it's Groundhog Day. I believe, this says Candle Mass, February 2nd, I believe very much that we can celebrate this throughout February, and there are some that believe that February 13th is Imbolc. I have seen that as well. So whatever tickles your fancy. The beautiful thing about Imbolc, which is what we're coming up into, is it's about milk. It's about motherhood. It's about nutrients. It's about new beginnings. And for certain, it is about the coming of spring, which is something we need to look forward to after we have paid tribute to the sun during Yule and asking for the sun to come back so that in the spring we will have crops. I know that's not something all of us, some of us I'm sure, are attached to, having to do with our survival or getting along in this world, but we all do eat. And we all do replenish, and we all do seek nutrients for ourselves, and this provides those. Cleaning is actually another one of the ways that you can start preparing for Imbolc. When we prepare for Imbolc, what we're actually doing is preparing for the new life that is to come. You're preparing for what is to come. You're preparing for the spring. I do believe this is actually where the idea of spring cleaning was first originated. This need to clean up. And we do it because when we put away our Christmas stuff, we see what our Christmas stuff is hiding. And a lot of times we do clean in January due to that fact. This is just cleaning with the intention of preparing. Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. The voices in my head, they just said when you clean for company, because you clean your house when company is coming, you prepare your home out of respect to the company that is coming so that you can present the best home possible. So that energy that you give to others, maybe give it to yourself. Maybe think about the things that you would like to prepare with for the coming of the spring, like you prepared for the coming of Christmas. Same sort of thing, but this time it's just for you. With cleaning, isn't just cleaning, it's also cleaning the energy of things, which is something that I think we all kind of have trouble with, trying to figure out how to clean energy, or to even understand when we are faced with a negative energy, when what we don't recognize in our house as being a negative energy might be changing how we feel at home, might be changing the energy in the home, might be changing the way the family feels, and this January feeling can be felt by everyone. So if you're feeling it, your spouse might be feeling it, your child might be feeling it, somebody else who lives in your home, your roommate might be feeling it. So it's not just you. When you live with other human beings, they affect your surroundings. You know that. They affect your surroundings with their smells, with their voice, with their need to use your bathroom, things like that. People give off energy. They give off energy daily and constantly with everything that they do. So cleansing that energy in preparation for the spring and bringing in new life and new energy will help the energy flow in your home. One of the things that might help are things like these wands that my husband makes. These ones are made from yellow cedar. Cedar is a clearing tree. When we use cedar, I actually have a braided cedar bough that I keep over my door that a lovely, wonderful indigenous student made for me and gave to me because I need something that will clear the energy as people walk in, and that is why I have the cedar bough over my door. A cedar wand, if you wave it around and use it somewhat like a smudge stick, can help you to clear the energy in a similar way. January, for most of the people who are geographically around me, marks the beginning of a new year. It also, though, marks the end of one of our biggest holidays, something that we actually get very, very excited about and never actually turns out the way we would like it to. And honestly, I am talking about New Year's Eve, not Christmas. New Year's Eve is one of those holidays or evenings where people tack a lot onto that evening, on what they're going to do that evening, how they're going to celebrate that evening, and what it's going to mean to them. And the expectation of what it's going to mean to them can somewhat set them up for a failure of sorts, because nothing ever lives up to the hype that we create in our heads. So no matter what, when you've created a lot of hype in your head about an event, it is going to somewhat fall short because reality and fantasy, idea, they tend to be different. In your mind, you have an idea of what things should be, and the reality doesn't always reflect what you see in your mind. Or does it? Is it possible that the realities that you perceive to be realities are actually reflections of what you want within your mind? Sometimes we don't recognize when we get what we want because we thought it was going to come to us in a different way. January is like that. January is one of those months where it feels like a letdown. It feels like January gets you through from Christmas to Valentine's Day, or to February, or to Imbolc, really. It is kind of a preparation month of sorts, and it has somewhat become that way for me, but I am lucky, and several people that I love were born in January. So it gives January new life for me and a new idea of something I can look forward to in January, so that the disappointment of Christmas being over and then New Year's being such a colossal breakdown, I can look at something that's good that's coming, which is a birthday. And one was, the birthday of my firstborn child. That really changed January for me. It gave me something to look forward to past Christmas, and has done ever since that person was born. Looking at January as a ways and means of bringing yourself out of a funk, or as a transitional month that moves you into a new rebirth and a new spring, can help you to get through January in a better way. And it gives you hope. That's what I like the most about it. That's what I loved about the fact that my first child was born in January, because she symbolized hope for me. She symbolized, obviously, new life, because she was new life. So to me, it is an obvious transition to go from asking to bring forth the sun to moving into what will be new growth and new life, which is Imbolc. Our next video, we will explore the Imbolc altar, and we will create an Imbolc altar. What fun! It's gonna be really, really cool. We'll try to build one that you can do at home, because this is all about you. Thank you for watching. I'm Bobbi Rowntree, born medium. Namaste.